to the next one, on 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 to the next one.
Hold up. Used to rock a throwback, ballin' on the corner. Now I rock a telesuit, looking like a owner. No, I'm not a Jonas, brother, I'm a grown-up. No, I'm not. I use my.
On to the next one, 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 on to the next one.
Hold up.
And both sides on the floor getting ready for the game ahead, and it's almost that time. The crowd is assembled at the American Airlines Center looking for a Mavericks win here in downtown Dallas. Now we've got a chance for our State Farm starting lineups. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Dirk Nowitzki?
Well, when you combine Dirk's height with his touch and his release, which is basically behind his head, he becomes impossible to defend. And unless he's just missing his jump shot that night, you're in for a long night.
Especially when you couple it with his knack for playing with his back to the basket when he wants to. Often Dirk will catch it on the low block, lean into a defender to create some space, and then the next thing you know, he's up in the air knocking down that jumper.
So for the Mavericks, their last game, a loss to Utah in Salt Lake City.
Well, they had a difficult night from the field in that game, guys. They just didn't look to be working very hard to get good looks offensively.
Well, you know what, Steve? I'm going to disagree with you. I thought they could have worked a little bit harder offensively, but I think it was more the fact they just had a cold shooting night, and that happens sometimes.
Here's the monster, defended by Gordon. Mark, rebound by Ben Gordon.
You know, a lot of people predicted that the Mavericks defense would really collapse without Tyson Chandler last year after he left for New York as a free agent. But their defensive numbers were solid. They were really good. So the structure and the foundation that Rick Carlisle has built has been able to withstand some of those personnel losses.
Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. To the middle, Ramon Sessions with the steal. And it's the Bobcats on the break. On the court for Charlotte, Biombo and Haywood, a lot of length up front. Sessions out there with Ben Gordon, and it's Taylor in at the small forward.
Great finish there, Kevin. Took it strong to the cup.
Yeah, an aggressive two-handed jam.
And that's the kind you like, especially in traffic. You got to make sure.
Well, you look at the stats for the Mavs, Steve, and Dallas, the second-best team in the West when it came to opponent field goal percentage. Mark, that's a very good mark for them.
Excellent mark, Kevin, and they've come a real long way from when the Mavericks were viewed as a team that only scores and doesn't really play any defense. Rick Carlisle, one of the outstanding coaches in the league, really helped reshape them.
And as Steve said, that's including losing Chandler.
Yeah.
You know, they were able to still play good D.
That's right.
Here's Mark, and it goes. That's good. And while we're thinking about him, did you guys catch his comments at the press conference after their last game?
He's clearly a big-picture guy. I mean, it isn't really what he's done, but what the team has done. It's all about wins with this kid, and you have to respect that.
He's a competitor, no doubt about that. I mean, he doesn't go out and try to make friends or make highlights. He just comes in with one agenda, and that's just to win the basketball game every night.
He kicks it to Bobo. Dallas moving it around. Inside, pass to Kaman. Good on the 13-footer. Kaman's got his second basket of the night.
He exposed a flaw in the defense. No way they're supposed to be giving him that shot. Well, it seemed like last year, guys, Roddy Dubois finally looked healthy. You know, he suffered that ankle injury playing for France back in 2010. And last year, he finally started to get that thing healthy and really became a productive scorer for the Mavs.
Mavericks leading by 7. Here's Mark. Oh!
Look out! Now that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
Yeah, no question, Kevin. Great awareness and terrific.
And so we conclude the first half. Mavericks lead by 8. Stay right where you are for the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce. We'll see you in just a bit for the start of the second half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
The weekend is in full swing on a Saturday night. Glad to have you along with us. For the Dallas Mavericks, they have the lead against Charlotte. The season just getting started. They're looking to get on the winning side of 500. And if you like scoring, you love their first half of basketball. They're putting up points, doing it rapidly, in a variety of ways. It's hard to slow them down. And the Bobcats have been plugging away. They've benefited from some excellent contribution from their bench, providing scoring in bunches when called upon. It's been a major advantage. And that'll do it for us here in the studio. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Welcome back as we take a look at the Central Business District here in Dallas, Texas.
Some good numbers for Ben Gordon. He's got 11 points, and from long range, he's got a three-pointer to his credit as well.
Yeah, Clark, he's shown he can hit that shot. I think he could really make it a weapon for himself if he keeps at it. Oh, look at that.
Bring him down the house. Skywalker, skyscraper, call him whatever you want. He can fly.
Where does he come up with a move like that one?
I have no idea. I mean, you can't plan that stuff. I think a dunk like that just happens.
Bobcats trail by 17. Darren Collison, he's checked in for the Monster. And here are the Bobcats now. From the baseline. Walker's shot is off. Mavericks leading by 17. There's the pass to Mayo. That's good. Mayo's got 6 in the quarter.
Something has to change, guys. That's 10 straight points coming in the paint against this team. It's not in question now. They've got it all wrapped up.
Agreed. I mean, they're just looking to simply run the clock out now.
Here's Sessions.
Yeah, looks like this one's out of reach.
Yep, just a matter of the clock running out now.
Tries to keep it alive. And so it looks like the Bobcats will retain possession here. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Eldon Brand's checked in for Kaman. Carter comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Dante Jones, he's checked in for Sean Marion. And it's Collison in for O.J. Mayo. He dishes it to Walker. From outside the arc, can't get it to go. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play, they showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, Kevin Harlan saying see you next time.
It didn't matter where you shot from tonight, everything was falling. Have you ever felt this confident about your shot before?
Oh, all the time, man. You should see me in practice. I'm surprised when I missed. Most of the time, the ball doesn't even touch the rim on the way in. It's not quite so easy in a game, but that confidence still carries over. I've always been a believer in my ability to shoot the ball. And that's one of the things that makes a player great. And I'm going to keep riding this streak while I'm hot. No sense in slowing down now.